This is going to be one of the biggest years of my life, but I'm here for it. I've prepared the best that I possibly can to put myself in the best position this year. Trust me when I say this. The time is now.
What's up, everybody? You've not seen that trick in a while. How is everybody? I'm great. Thank you for asking. We are here in London, in my house, which I've been paying rent for 3 months and not been living in. So for those of you guys who have kind of been following the journey a little bit, obviously the private facility that I train at is in Gloucestershire, where my mum lives. So I've been living there in the meantime, and I've been sacrificing my relationship with my beautiful girlfriend, who is in there working at the moment. And she's been living here on her own because she supports the dream, and I'm more than unbelievably grateful for the situation I've been in. I've got a partner who supports the dream, so I've been able to leave her for the last 3 months, which obviously has been horrible. But I've been coming back every few weeks, just for a couple of days at a time, because there is some other private facilities that I'm allowed to film in here, just for a day or two at a time. Like, there was no way I could do it consistently. I don't have a place I can train at consistently in London, so I've just been making the best out of the situation I have. So when I come here, I go on the bike, which is right over in the corner. So I've been using a spin bike versus the stepper, which is not good. Training at different gyms, which is obviously not good because you want to keep things consistent. So little sacrifices here and there, making it not the perfect prep which we wanted, because we moved into this house, this place, to make this the perfect prep. We are a 10-minute walk from a Stairmaster in Anytime Fitness. I'm a 20-minute drive from Crayford Weights, the best equipped gym in the UK, or one of. And it was all going to be perfect, but of course, coronavirus popped in. So here we are. I'm going to take you through the day, little bits and bobs. Let's go. First things first, we have got a new coffee machine. We have got the Sage Barista Express. These things are flipping expensive, aren't they? But Amy just got a promotion. I wanted to treat her to a present. We've always talked about getting a coffee machine, so we've had a battle with it this morning. We're still working out how fine to get our beans and whatnot. So any tips on your coffee, put them down below, and we're gonna delve into the coffee world a little bit, which I can't wait for. So this is the Sage Barista Express. I'll give you guys some feedback over the times I use it. Had a failed attempt this morning, so when I get it right, I will tell you about it. We've already had breakfast. I'm training a little bit later today. Those of you guys who have been following me, I do train around 10:30. We're training at 3 today, so 5 hours later than normal. So that means I'm gonna have to change my caffeine timings. That means I'm gonna have to change the exercises a little bit. And we're gonna just talk you through what I'm gonna do differently if I'm changing my routine, because something that you guys might notice, or something that you guys might have, is that your routine might not always be the same. If something crops up, what do you do? If it moves later in the day, what do you do? If you normally train early, and all the things that you could do to maximize your results when things are changing. So breakfast, I used a little bit later than normal. Normally I have breakfast at 9. I had that at 10:30 with the idea to eat again about 1:30, which would be 2 hours before I train. Train, post-workout, final meal. So I basically use the exact same meal structure. Meal 1, training, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, but I've just picked up training, leapfrogged it over one meal, and that's it. Super easy, same macros, same calories. Perfecto. Gonna sit down, I've got a little bit of work to do on my Mac. Usually I have an office. We bought this house with an office. We built it into an office. I'm not using the office because I feel like I'm not using it properly if I haven't got my Mac in there, my chair, and all my lights and stuff. So I'm gonna dictate myself down here and get some work done. We'll catch up with you very soon. So perfect timing, really. Insight, my sponsors, so Insight have sent me over, basically whenever, like I've been saying, I've been to and from Gloucestershire and London. Insight have been sending me stuff like overtime, because I'm like, I leave some stuff there, I leave some stuff here, and I need all this stuff because of all these supplements, because of the game that we're in. So we'll do a quick unboxing for you. So first up, I bought a new isolate, an isolate 0. I did get the blend as well because I wanted to compare them. A whey blend tends to have slightly higher fat, slightly higher carbohydrates, which makes it taste nicer. So they put a bit more sugar in it, a bit more fat, and it makes it a bit more creamy, which is why if you get a whey blend, it's normally creamy. Whey isolate is obviously like 0 sugar, really low protein, really low fat. So you like, maybe there's maybe it's stupid now, but we're at that point in prep. Maybe there's 3 grams of fat in here, or 2 grams of fat, that's 20 calories. Maybe there's 4 or 5 grams of carbs, that's another 30 calories. So that's 50 calories that perhaps I could put towards other food. So we've got an isolate here. I got the blend as well in case the isolate was shit and I had to keep eating the blend. Also, Amy loves this one as well, so it works well. We then got another PM priming. So PM priming is the kind of sleep supplement that I've been using really like religiously every day since I've been on prep, because obviously I'm using things that bring my heart rate up and make sleep a little bit hotter. I'm very hot at night. So sometimes having a little bit of a chemical impact can actually massively help your sleep. Now, chemical impact sounds very, very fake. It's not. It's some really, really good natural ingredients in it. Alpha GPC is a really good one, L-theanine, and it's also tastes lush. So when you're on a diet and you're like hungry and you want to go to sleep and you're a bit hungry, you have this, you can sip on it. It tastes really good. So PM priming, highly recommend it. Oh, I didn't actually get loads, but I realized I ordered some 3Ds. So they sent me over. This is, you're gonna like this one.
Is it cotton candy?
Cotton candy.
Yes.
This is supposed to be the nicest one. People like this. This is like strawberry lemonade. But 3D Energy, best energy drinks in the game. And that's literally, this is literally just a small little re-up because I only officially get 1 order per month, but I needed some extra, so they gratefully, luckily sent me out some new stuff. So that's my Insight order. Josh 10 for discount. Support your boy. So meal 2 here. This is pre-workout meal. 110 grams of rice, 300 grams of chicken, so it's about 65 grams of protein, 90 grams of carbs maybe, and then a little bit of extra carbs from those sun-dried tomatoes that was on the salad. Don't count the salad. A little bit of salad dressing. I also don't count my salad dressing because I consistently have salad dressing, but it's a low-calorie one, but as long as it's consistent, it's fine. I also have, which I've just remembered, which is perfect timing because usually I wouldn't have this in the evening because of the mild caffeine content, but it's the afternoon, so I'm gonna have a Coke Zero. I'm gonna put this in the freezer for 20 minutes. If you have not done it, put your drinks in the freezer, 20 minutes, that's all it needs, and they're like just cold enough to, that was cold, but not so cold they're frozen. So 20 minutes, Coke Zero, frozen, sit down, eat this meal, and then we've got about an hour and a half until we train so we can start getting in the mindset, put some training videos on. I'll get my intro workout ready. I think one thing on the intro workout is that I'm eating right now. I probably don't need an intro workout. Like I'm only putting 25 grams of carbs and 20 grams of EAAs in. I probably don't need those because I'm saturated of protein, I'm saturated of carbs. But there's some bro in me and the routine has to stay. I need to be sipping on that pre-workout. I need that taste intro workout so that I know it's there. So I'm gonna sit down, chill, eat this, and we'll catch up with you soon. So I feel like I've never been this ready to go train. Like I'm waiting, I'm just like clock watching. So I've made my intro. I got 15 minutes now to leave. I've made my intro, it's in the fridge. I've made my pump pre-workout, it's in the fridge. I'm going to start sipping on a 3D. After saying I'm going to do the refocus, I'm going to do the 3D because I want the flavour and I want half a pint of it, or half a litre, so that's why. I'm going to now give the camera over to Andy. We're going to film the rest of the session and then we'll wrap it up. So obviously with today's video just been a little bit of a day in the life, but maybe slightly different day in the life, and maybe just trying to arm you guys with the tools as to what to do and to change. So all we've done here is we've tried to keep every single variable in terms of the food timing, the hydration, you know, how much salt I'm having, the pre-workout. I'm trying to keep all of those things as similar as possible if it's though I was training at 10 in the morning like I usually do. So we've just kind of picked it up, shifted our routine across, and now we do the exact same thing in the gym, slightly different equipment. You know, is that an issue? No, because where we look around, we can actually manipulate some of these things, and we can have a pretty good damn session in here. So normally here I'll do a cuff clavicular fly. There is a cable machine. I can do a cuff clavicular fly. So we're going to jump into the session, we'll work through it. If there's anything we need to talk about, we will. If not, probably just keep it raw, get into the groove of this real prep session. One thing I'm probably expecting within this workout is to be a bit fuller, is to feel potentially a little bit stronger. It's a little bit later in the day. Actually, some pretty cool research into strength and coordination actually peaking in the early afternoon for a lot of people. A little bit different if you're a morning person, which maybe I am, but I've got a little bit more food in me, some more carbohydrates in me. I should be full. Find out. I definitely feel that food. So today, we obviously can't low incline dumbbell press because the weights here only go up to 50 kilos. It's a good problem to have, right? I'm too strong for the 50s. I've been doing 75, so I need 25 more kilos. I can't attach 25 kilos to those 50 kilo dumbbells, so we're gonna swap to an incline bench. But we're not gonna worry about it because we're gonna do it properly. We're not gonna do 220 kilo incline bench and snap our pec off. We're going to warm up correctly. We're going to do it safely, and we're not going to take it to that point where you can't even load the eccentric. So we're going to go up nice and slowly. The last time I did this was in Dubai. I did 140 for 6 maybe. So I've not done this movement since then, which is in January. So we'll see how we get on as we warm up.
Strong, beautiful. In there, good. Stand up, Bruce. There we go. Couple more in there, good. These 2. Good. Yeah. With me. Strong here, strong.
Take that.
What's that, 150?
145. Last time I did that was in Dubai. Joe. If you're interested in one of my wraps, we've got the orange version and an all black version. All black are a bit stronger. These ones are a little bit looser. Whew. I actually don't feel better than normal. Definitely not. I feel tired. These videos come out maybe like 2 weeks behind. So the last video that I put live, I was looking at my face. I thought my face isn't that fat, but it's because it was like 12 weeks out. So now we're 10 weeks out, face is in a little bit more. There's a few more nooks and crannies kind of coming out across the delts. And of course, you know, across the chest is a little bit more, across everywhere is a little bit more. So we are getting there. Slowly but surely we're working this body weight down, but I'm actually not too different body weight as to that video. So that push video you would have seen in Physique Warehouse, I'm like a half a kilo difference, but considerably leaner. So growing, hopefully. Actually, gonna see this. So there's really not too much that we're going to do differently later on this day, but as soon as we get back home, I'm going to take you through potentially the next two things that is going to be set up slightly differently in this day, just because we've moved things a little later on. So see you back home. Hi guys and girls, we are back. I was going to just talk to you about the two things that is going to be slightly different. I'm going to come back home. It's now 5:30. I don't feel as good as I thought I was going to feel. I think like I'm in bed by like 8:30. I'm in bed by 8:30. It's only 3 hours away, 3.5 hours away. I know it's light outside, but I think it's a little bit close to where I've been winding down and where my body clock is so on point. Like I started winding down halfway through that session, and the caffeine honestly just gave me anxiety, and that's kind of how I felt for half that session, like a little bit anxiety-ful. So the first thing I'm going to do when I come back is I'm going to have this. This is Support Max Neuro. So this is like a central nervous system calming agent. So there's some ashwagandha in here, lion's mane, black pepper actually, and choline. Now this is like a really nice central nervous system kind of parasympathetic state inducer. So when you're hyped up on caffeine, when maybe you've had a really big session, when you're maybe feeling anxiety even, because ashwagandha can help with anxiety, a scoop of this really, really helps. I've literally just put a scoop in my mouth and put this down, and I've noticed that when I have energy drinks, for whatever reason, they really, really hit me hard for the caffeine versus when I'm having a pre-workout, which is a really, really strange thing. But I could feel when I was in that 3D, I could feel the caffeine rising, and I knew that I was going to feel a little bit weird. So 1 scoop of Support Max. The only other thing that's going to change today is obviously I'm going to have my food a little bit later, but I'm probably going to go to bed later as well. So I actually woke up pretty early this morning, like 6:30. But because I've had my caffeine a little bit later, and we know that caffeine has a 6-hour half-life, I'm probably going to stay up a couple more hours, maybe 11 or 12, which is not a big deal because I'm going to be training at midday tomorrow as opposed to 10 like normal, because again, we're in this place where we can't necessarily pick when we train. So that gives me a few more hours to kind of calm my nervous system and sleep. And don't get me wrong, if I'm tired by the normal time, 9:30, 10:30, I'm going to go to sleep. But I feel like I'm probably not going to be, because I've still got to eat 2 meals. It's nearly 6 o'clock, which means I'm going to eat at 6, which means I'm probably going to eat at 8. So I'm probably going to be awake for at least an hour and a half after I eat while that digests. So that's kind of how I change my day. Is it for the best? No, it's not. If I could choose, I would not change anything. This is the reason why this prep isn't a perfect one, is because this house, this place, this situation, this area was supposed to be perfect, because it is. Gym's close, I've told you about it all before. And this is just part of the sacrifices that we're making. I've got to, I'm coming back here to see my girlfriend. I don't care if I've got to move my cardio a little bit later and those things, because that's a really big priority for me, is coming back here and seeing her. So if for 2 days out of every 14 days, or 3 days out of every 14 days, I'm more than happy to do that for the period of time that we've been doing it. But there's 19 days left until I can move back, and I can't wait. So we've got Friday today, Saturday tomorrow, Sunday, which I'll be here, and then I'll leave Sunday, and that'll be the last time that I have to leave, because the following Thursday I will be back here, moved in, living, and I can bring you even more content, because I can't film as easily at home, I can't upload things as easily as home, I don't have the Wi-Fi at home, I can't improve my business at home, but here I can. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to take this season even more forward, because we're getting there and I'm enjoying it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. We'll see you very soon. Peace and love, everybody. Bye-bye.